Beautiful party people, how are you doing out there? It is Trego of Trego the DJ. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I wanted to kind of introduce you to a new segment that we've been doing. This is unsolicited wedding advice. I was doing it as Instagram posts. It was getting super verbose. I thought, hey, I talk for a living. Might as well make this into a YouTube video. You know, I got a tripod and a ring light. This is why people use ring lights. It's because they look amazing. It took 10 years off of me. I look like 20, sign me up. Who needs Botox when you've got a ring light? So I just wanted to give you some unsolicited wedding advice because I'm seeing a lot of engagements come in and a big congratulations and you're excited. You found the love of your life. You guys are thinking about venues and dates and budgets and all sorts of things. And you're also probably thinking about who is going to be standing up there next to you at the altar. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a perspective from somebody who's been to hundreds of weddings, and hopefully this will be helpful. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but just take what I have to say with a grain of salt. Now, first and foremost, a little bit of a disclaimer. Want to give some love to all the same-sex couples out there, whether it be husband, wife, non-binary, like whatever it may be. I'm going to be saying bride, I'm going to be saying bridal party, I'm going to be saying bridesmaids and stuff like that, but that's not to exclude you. That's just to sort of do it for efficiency's sake. This applies to anybody who is passionate about their wedding, who wants to take this advice. So I didn't want to get canceled first show. I didn't want to offend anybody or anything like that. This is out of love. But if I do slip myself into some of those gender labels or whatnot, I'm sorry. I love you. We're moving on. I think a lot of brides sometimes just think it's all glamorous, right? Well, I'm gonna select all my girls, I'm gonna give them these gifts, I'm gonna ask them to be my bridesmaids, they're gonna come with me to my wedding dress shopping, to, tastings and stuff like that. We're gonna have this awesome bachelorette party, and we're just gonna have the best day of our lives. And that is my goal for you. That is my hope for you, is that you have nothing but an amazing time. Being a part of a bachelor party is incredibly stressful. It's incredibly demanding. So you need to paint the picture of that. And I'm going to say probably a lot of you who are watching this as newly engaged couples and whatnot, this is probably your first time getting married. So you haven't been in this situation. You need to give yourself a little bit of grace that you might turn into somebody that you don't like, but you need help. You need your girls there. You know what I'm saying? Send this to your friends, start at timestamp, whatever this is, start them here. And this is kind of setting their expectations, okay? So bridal party, it's not all roses and glamour and batch boxes and all that type of stuff like that. Like, this is something that you're going to need to highly prioritize, clear your schedule, and make sure that you can be there for them. Unfortunately, being a part of the bridal party means that it's not about you. It's about the best end results for the couple, making sure that they have the best day, the best experience possible. Which takes us to the bachelorette party. You're setting up, you're breaking down, you're getting decorations, you're running errands for them, you're making sure that you've got, all the activities and the food planned and this, that, and the other thing, making sure that they're gonna have this wonderful time. It's not just like sipping martinis on the beach, although that sounds great. It's like, oh, the maid of honor's got this. It's like, no, you're a part of the team too. So then we're getting into the week of, especially I would say, 48 hours, 72 hours ahead of time, you really need to think, hey, can I clear my schedule? A general theme that I would say is like transition down. You're not going to go at 100% if you're in the bridal party. You're going to go at 80% of your partying capacity, because nobody wants to be, oh, my bridesmaid who passed out before the ceremony, or my bridesmaid who's currently puking while we're doing our first dance or something like that. Just chill on it. Pace yourself until you get through those formalities, and then you can start kind of enjoying yourself from there, because all the hard part's done. Make sure that your plus one, if you are offered a plus one, understands that you are not there for them in this day, right? You might not be sitting at the same table. You might only get to say hi to them once during cocktail hour. You might just all that type of stuff. It's super stressful for them, but they need to understand that their expectations of you, the bridal party member, as their date, you need to just clear the deck and say, I am not going to be there for you. If you are uncomfortable with that, please do not come. It's one day. They need to hunker down and be able to babysit themselves and make friends and talk to people, or just don't come. You guys, especially as the DJ, I really look at the bridal party as the party pumpers. Like, if you can't get up and party and celebrate because it's Amanda's big day, she met Scott. Scott and Amanda are an awesome couple. They need to get married. They need to live out their happily ever after. And how they start that is once they say yes, that they have a great party. I am looking at the bridal party to have a great time. And there's no leaving before the end of the night. I mean, you are out on the dance floor. You are kind of like the mascot of the big night, right? You're the ringleader. Be there for your people, right? And so you have to understand all those things. Sometimes being a part of the bridal party is going to feel like work, but it's a selfless act in a way because you're spending time, energy, money, and focus on this person throughout the course of this wedding planning process. So brides, I challenge you to be upfront with your couples, to lay this all out on the line, whether it be this video or having a conversation with them and say, yes, we are so excited about this, but I also want you to feel comfortable with this responsibility. And I am totally fine. I am not going to think any less of you if you don't think that you have the bandwidth to take care of this. Would you still like to do this? Yes or no? Is this something that you feel like you can keep on your plate for me, right? And if the answer is no, that's okay. Because you are going to save your friendship. Your friendship is going to live on past their big day. They're not saying, no, I'm not going to come to the wedding. They're saying, no, I can't take on this responsibility of, all the things that go into that. So let me just be in the audience. Let me just enjoy it. Let's belt out Whitney Houston on the dance floor. Last song of the night. Let's do all those things. But aren't you going to be glad with somebody who says, you know what, I just have too much going on in my life right now. I would really just rather be a guest. I think I gain a lot more respect from somebody rather than saying, no, I got it. And then they do a crappy job. You end up not liking them, resenting them. Your maid of honor doesn't like them because they don't help out. All this stuff, like, you need to give your people an out. And if that answer is no, I'm not interested in being part of the bridal party, do not hold that against them. I think that is paramount and huge. Love your people, and part of loving your people is being honest with them. That was a lot of talking. It was a lot of unsolicited wedding advice. I hope that you guys liked it. Let me know if you have any feedback, any horror stories, any success stories, anything like that. Shout out your favorite bridal party people, whatever it may be. And I hope that you like this. Again, I've only been at 300 weddings. I can only give you my perspective. And if you don't want to take it, it's all love. It's just unsolicited wedding advice. Trego, out.